Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As you hear, today we're back with another Kit Quest career mode. We are in FC 25, as you can see here, so it's going to kind of introduce the player focus, kit focus, just a quick look at the tactics, and the board objectives and stuff. So we'll start out with the player and kit focus. So if we go back here, down here to right back here, player focus is Djed Spence. He was kind of like one of the brightest stories of kind of last season, kind of basically where before the start of the season everyone thought he was basically going to be sold or put out on loan again or basically got rid of, and he kind of became one of like our arguably potentially our best fullback by the end of the season. He was a big breakout player this season, and he was obviously rewarded with that not that long ago with a new contract this season. So very excited about that. In terms of the kit focus, it's not the home kit, it's the blue away kit. Because that kit we had a terrible record in. We only won 2 games in the Premier League and 1 game in the FA Cup with it as our kit. And the 2 Premier League games, it was the 5-0 drubbing of Southampton. He had an assist in that game. And the other game was a 2-0 win away at Brentford. And Djed Spence was man of the match that match. So I figured if I was going to get Djed one of the last season's kits, it would be the blue away one. So yeah, that's the player focus, kit focus. In terms of tactics stuff, again, it's the same tactics from the Vicario one. But I'll kind of just pull. Oh, it's just like that just shows the team management. We need to go into this thing, I think. So here's kind of what we're using. Is kind of this also doesn't show it. Where does it show it? Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. Here we go. So this is what I'm playing. So I'll have the link to the video where I got them from here. But this is the kind of see like the player roles and whatnot. I'm playing 4-3-3 short passing high line. So classic Ange ball, hence why I named it Ange ball. So that's kind of the tactics stuff. So we got the player, kit focus, Djed Spence, the blue one, and the kind of tactics, which, classic Ange ball stuff. So last thing in this intro video, I think, to check out is the board objectives. Let's check those out. So, yeah, so we have all the different stuff here. So let's see what we got. So they want us to finish top 4, which should be interesting because we finished 17th last year. FA Cup, they want us to win the FA Cup. We got knocked out, around 4 or 5 to Villa. Because Kinski had that howler at the beginning of the match. What round was that? FA Cup, FA Cup. That was round 4. We got knocked out to Villa because we played Tamworth in the FA Cup. I think that was the only other one we had in the blue away kit. That was also just like a terrible performance. So there only 2 good performances in it were ones where Djed Spence played a good role. So that's why he's the player of focus. And well, that's why the blue kit's the kit of focus. It's also because obviously the white one, whenever we get to that, it's going to be Brennan Johnson because he scored the Europa League winner. We have Ricardo in the goalkeeper. And I guess it's a spoiler alert because I don't know who knows when it's actually going to end up happening. But whenever we do, I do one for the green third kit, which was probably my favorite kit from last season. It's going to be Lucas Bergvall, who was our player of the season. He had a lot of good performances, I feel like, in the green kit in Europe on the way to the Europa League final and stuff. So I was like, all right, Djed Spence is the other player from last season that I wanted to get a kit on last season's kit. So the blue one was like kind of the last one left, and it kind of fit nicely that he had 2 solid performances and only 2 wins in the blue kit that really mattered. So yeah, domestic success, FA Cup. Continental success, he wants to win the Europa League, which we are going to do. As a reminder, this is going to be very similar to the Vicario one from, I guess, probably a couple months ago at this point. But same thing, obviously we're going to win the Europa League because we won the Europa League, but that's not going to count as a trophy for success. So it's going to be, we have to win an additional trophy besides the Europa League. So maybe the Carabao Cup, because we're in the semifinals, and or the League, or the FA Cup, or like the Super Cup, obviously, which we lost to PSG, but so one of those competitions, hopefully that's what we're going to do. Youth, they want us to sign 3 players under 20, so the Johan Lang kind of strat, 3 players under 20, potential greater than the average overall. So that, depending on how I kind of move things around the squad and stuff, that won't be a problem potentially. And then my youth basically just bolster the youth academy a bunch, which shouldn't be too hard. Brand exposure. Get 5 games without defeat in away matches this season. 5 games without defeat in away matches. So is that like in a row or just in general? That seems like relatively easy. Then sign 2 players the same nationality as the club. That should be easy enough, maybe. Again, we'll see. It's kind of like the last kick quest where if I can complete it, I will. So obviously Djed Spence's prior clubs were Middlesbrough, Forest, Leeds, Rennes, Genoa, so try to sign someone from like Leeds and Forest to do that. And financial is reduce wages, which we should by selling players. So we should be able to complete most of these objectives, I think. But yeah, I think that's it for the intro. Said Djed Spence in the blue away kit, and it's another additional trophy besides the Europa Leagues. We'll see if maybe we can win the Carabao Cup this first year. If not, this should be at least be a 2-season one. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully you check out the next episode as well.